Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Trunkhead with Trunkhead Gaming. Today we'll be doing Horney Cricket's round 1 matchup of the CCL Championship Season 6 playoffs versus the Dwarf team. The Dwarf team, whose name I don't remember right off the bat, but we'll get to it. Right now I'm going to send out this streaming announcement. Really looking forward to this. Horney Cricket's a good buddy of mine. We talk a lot about the Blood Bowl in general. Yeah, so this is gonna be a good time, man. I'm excited about this. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. Can I even do it in everyone? I can't. All right. See if this game's up yet. The invite's been accepted, so I know it's coming up. Oops, to spell his name right. How about that? Horny. The invite is out. I'm excited about that. I'm just kind of putting this everywhere in case anybody wants to watch it. I'm excited about this match. I'm going to say Horney Creek's playing Lizards. He's playing a really nasty Dwarf team that's got a lot of guard and a lot of stand firm. And I have the inducements. I'll give them to you as soon as as soon as the game starts. They're induced, like I said, they're inducements right now. What else do I gotta do it here? And let's do it here. Yeah. All right. We have anybody on there? Oh, no, sweet. I'm glad you were covering this playoff game. Yeah, I'm excited about this game. I really am excited about this game. So, yeah, I'll get into team analysis once the game starts. I'm just kind of waiting on it. Inducements are over, so should be coming up here shortly. Where are you at, man? All right. Not a lot to look at right now. I'm just waiting on Cricket's game to start. He mentioned to me that so inducements he bought a babe. His opponent took Barrack for 50k, Wizard, Longbeard, and a bribe. So we can cover that. Do. I have to make sure that I have his name right. What's his coach's name? Oh, it is EY. I was right. There he is. All right. Here we go. So, the Lizards are the bigger team. Horny Cricket finished third in the CCL. He finished behind two Orc teams. Finished behind Ducky playing Orcs and some other guy named C something. Anyway, two Orc teams. So if it was seeded, he'd be the number 2 seed. But there's no seeds, of course. So, all right. And away we go. The Dwarf team. Well, actually, I'm going to go see what the Dwarf team finished. I can tell you right now. The Dwarf team finished. Where are you at, Dwarf? Looks like, is this him? Nope, that's not him. Where's he at? Lord Pailux, where are you at, man? Lord Pailux. There he is. He finished 33. It looks like that he's not the #1 dwarf, or maybe he was. Let's see. He's actually the #2 dwarf, which means that the #1 dwarf, which is Arzag, finished in something else. Switch views. All right, we'll go over and do this one more time. Cricket picked up a babe for his side with his own money. Lord Pailux spent all of his money. He got a wizard, he got Barrack, he got an extra longbeard. And what else did he get? He got and a bribe. Kickoff, Cricket gets a blitz to start off the game, so that's good news for the good guys. I will probably unabashedly be rooting for Horney Cricket, so if you're looking for an unbiased cast, I will do my best. But like I said, Cricket's my boy, and that's the reason I'm playing this game. Neffel's Altar is the it's the inducement. I believe that this is at Lord Palux's home stadium, so he got a star player for $50,000 less, which is, where's he at? Even on the pitch? So it's over here. Lord Barrack. Loboric Farblast, I guess his name is. Cricket starts off with a blitz, which means he gets to hit first, so he gets to decide who he wants to hit. If you notice that let's switch sides real fast so you can see the dwarf team. Guard stand firm everywhere. Guard stand firm all across the line. His entire line, except for this one guy, has guard stand firm. Not a lot of mighty blows. Only got 2 mighty blow pieces, and they're both right up front. He's got a blodge runner. He's got a leader runner. This will be a priority if you get him killed. And then he's got, looks like a fresh blitzer, fresh longbeard there. Pretty nasty team. It's going to be tough to deal with. He's also got a loner over here, and then Ferric. This guard stand firm. It's going to be very hard, especially this guy. He's got blodge stand firm. He's going to be even harder. So that's going to be interesting to see how Cricket deals with that. He does not have any Juggernaut. He does have grab. He got stand firm grab on his Blocksaurus. Puff. Puff the magic deck. Cricket only ever names the one guy. He only names the Crocs on his teams. On his CCL teams. Gonna go through. He's gonna pop that blitzer. This is the block, which is disappointing, but he didn't use his reroll, which is smart. I don't like using rerolls when it's not my turn, but he does have the dwarves kind of in a bad spot. This guy's gonna go through, pick up the ball, and then try and come up here, and it's gonna be a hard cage. This is gonna give Cricket a chance to slow the game down, which is what you want to do against dwarves. Dwarves are a race against the clock. Owned will tell you that. Race against the turns. You have to get downfield in the scoring position in enough time. Since your front line only moves 4, it's easier said than done. Looks like Cricket's going to go all in here to put pressure on that ball. This guy's going to be a safety. This guy right here, he's block strength 3 with blodge step. Oh my goodness, blodge step diving tackle. This is an awesome skink. He has, during the course of this season, had a couple of really sweet skinks. He's had a strength 3 wrestle guy that he used for a while to sack the ball, who ended up dying on a failed dodge. And he had an AG4 skink, which died for a while, so yeah, now I got another one. he's had some cool stuff. Ball bounces right to the runner. Olak. The only thing I don't like about this is this guy here, these guys are free. I imagine these guys will get freed up too. So this is going to be an ugly brawl right from the beginning. Mighty Blow is even. There's 2 Mighty Blow, one on each side, or 2 Mighty Blow on each side. It's the Viper stays put. I got stand firm guard too, fuckers. Oh man. Stand firm still does a thing, takes an armor break, but he's still on the pitch, so that's good. But taking 2 blocks is beneficial because that ties up some of these dwarfs. So now he's taking 3 dwarfs to knock down this one guy. 3 of the Longbeards. That runner has tackle? I don't see that ever. It's a stun, but Cricket did put his least skilled skank right there on the ball, which I like. He knew he was probably going to get hit. This is actually a really nice pickup, the tackle on the runner. I don't think I've ever seen tackle on the runner before. Usually you see him on the blitzers over here. And here he goes. He's going to do that hard cage. He needs to free up this guy is what he needs to do. So yep, he's going to move this guy down. He's probably going to knock this Saurus back and then put him there. Oh, he's using the other guy. So now he needs to knock back Puff. He needs to knock down Puff with this guy. And Puff's got stand firm. Yeah, that ain't going to cut it. This is weird. I wonder why he attacked with that guy. That's going to leave a gap here for Cricket to get into. This guy's not free. This guy's not free. This guy might do a dodge, actually. So hit him again, but he's got to stand firm. So Puff just fucking stays where he's at. He's going to stand right up. He's going to get a hit right away, unless this guy makes a dodge. Nope, he does make that dodge. Son of a motherless goat. If he had failed that, that's a risky play there by that dwarf coach. He should have hit with this guy down to here, freed this guy up to back him up one spot, and then or two spots. That way he wouldn't have to even worry about this dodge. But if he'd have failed that, then Cricket would have had the ball. That would have been his. Rick's got to dissect this. This is impossible. Guard stand firm. I don't even know what you fucking do against that. He's known his matchup for a while, so he's been looking at this, and he's coming up with a game plan. I hope. I hope it's just like, I'm gonna wing it. This is gonna be tough to deal with. You can see he's got mostly his source are free. They're kind of behind the play right now, unfortunately. So this can be bad. I think they get out of position quick, especially if this dwarf coach, Lord Pailux, owns this middle right here, and then he can start cutting off these source or behind him. Then Cricket's gonna give up a goal because he won't be able to catch up to the ball as these guys fucking start picking off base and Saurus. He's got one tackle piece. He's got break tackle, which is nice, but break tackle doesn't do him any good in this matchup unless this runner gets the ball. This is his only tackle piece. So not only does Cricket wins, he's got to make sure this piece stays alive. Likely his next opponent would be Ducky, who we're expecting to win his first match. Knocks down one stand firm. He's going to have to get some armor breaks. He's going to get early removal. One early removal would be a huge deal. Huge deal for Cricket to get one of these stand firm longbeards out of the way. This guy's free to move around. He's just going to go in and he's going to mark this cage. So both of these guys are locked up. This guy's going to stand up, though, and that's going to give him an assist, too. I can't imagine he's considering a cage dive here. This guy's a blitzer with stand firm. That's unusual. Usually use a blitzer to hit. Pop that guy back. That's just a free hit. Might as well take it. On the unskilled. I don't know if I'd have followed that up. I don't think you want this guy too far behind the play. He is just one injury away from leveling. Dragonfire, I had nothing to do with the scheduling of this match, brother. That's going to be it. This is going to be a slobber knocker. Like I said, there's the same mighty blow on each side. Cricket is out-guarded, but he's out-strengths him, so this is going to be a match. This is going to be a battle of the AV9s, and it's going to see whoever gets armor breaks first is probably going to win, it looks like. Cricket's like, all right, I can't move you. I might as well fight you. Let's go. Puff goes down again. The move 5 procs. It's a mighty blow. Takes an armor break. Just a stun. If Cricket loses his Puff, then it's pretty much over at that point. I imagine the blitz is going to come from this Troll Slayer. You can go around and hit this source right here. You can hit that guy. You can even hit this guy if you want to. This is his big stud, mighty blow pylon. Stand firm. This guy's an animal. I imagine both these coaches will use the majority of their timer. This is, like I said, there's a lot on the line here. This is the playoffs, Season 6 playoffs. I don't know if Lord Pailux has made the playoffs before. Tampon People, just a terrible name. I don't know if he named his guys. No, he didn't. I don't know if he's made the playoffs or not. I don't really follow the playoffs too much. Mostly because I don't like the casters. No offense if you guys are watching this game. That'll work just fine for Cricket. Keep that guy on his feet. He is going to take a 1 die from here. But as long as he keeps Saurus on their feet, he's got a chance. He needs to be able to hit back. These guys are just standing up. This guy's not, but he needs to be able to punch. He needs to be able to give as good as he gets for this to work. And, of course, he loses the initiative because the dwarf went first. That guy's just going to back up. That's interesting. Oh, he wants to 2 die on this. Tahiki of the pyramid. There it is. Just a push, though. But it does get this runner away from this source. Oh, he's going to stay there. 2 die him. And get the POW. That's a tough armor break to take. Like I said, he can't be taking armor breaks. That's the other Mighty Blow piece right there. He needs to be careful about basically this piece and this piece. He needs to watch these guys in the Mighty Blow pieces and limit their hits as much as possible. Like, he can likely stand and fight with the rest of the Dwarves, but these guys, these are the only ones that really have this thing. So he needs to be able to keep his guys in them. Right now he's taking 2 stuns from both Mighty Blows. And I think Cricket's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need to be more careful about these pieces. Normally I would say, hey, just get up and pop this guy. But can't right now. I think as a dwarf, as a dwarf, I think he's, oh, nice. Nice, takes the skull right there. This is exactly what a dwarf wants to do. He wants to sit there and pop. Lucifer, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. So the dwarf is getting exactly what he wants. He wants to stand and fight, and the Cricket has no other choice than to stand and fight with him. So this is going to be, like I said, it's going to be a tough matchup between the 2 of them. Skink standing next to Tackle isn't very nice. No, you're right, Cricket. That is not a good match. That's not a good spot for a Skink to be. But he's up here too. They have to get involved. They're gonna have to get involved for assists somewhere. So this guy didn't stand up. So this dude's free. This dude's free. Cricket can attack the cage a little bit. He can actually attack this runner right here. If he wanted. Or attack this guard piece. Cricket's idea is just keep him in one spot and try and stall out the drive. But then he's got to deal with the wizard on his own drive. A wizard and a bribe. Lord Pailux should have already fouled. Like, if you pick up a bribe and you don't start fouling right away, then you get into a spot where you can't really use your foul. And that has happened to me plenty of times where I'm like, if I don't line up my foul early, you're never really in a good spot. This is a position where he's kind of in a bad spot right here. And he's not going to have a spot to use that bribe, so that might end up being wasted TV. Strength 3 Skink knocks down a Control Slayer. I love it. Says, get off me. He's got to stand firm, though. But not using it. I love it when Dwarves skull out too. Sam, I love it when Dwarves skull out too. I played a Dwarf team last night on my CCL team, and I got rocked. Absolutely rocked. So Cricket's content to just stay there. Here comes this blitz. He's going to hit this. Yep, he's going to hit that guy right there, that blitzer. Just pushes him back, but that's going to allow him to get onto the ball carrier. If he so chooses. Looks like he does not. He does not want to take any extra hits. I think he's deciding right now whether he wants to get in there. If he gets in there, he's just going to get punched back because these guys all have guard and all 2 dice him. Yeah, he's going to block it with this cage corner. But again, this is the Mighty Blow guy. This is the one of the 2 guys you don't want to get hit by. Owned, you're funny. You're fun. Owned is a pretty good sport because I dump on dwarves all the time. He's a dwarf coach. He just kind of takes it. He gives it back when he can. And there is the failed dodge right there. Oh, just a stun. Thankfully, God. That's exactly what Dragonfire was talking about. He doesn't get to use his dodge skill. Failed his dodge and took a stun. He really needs to not take any more armor breaks. Like if he's just knocked down, he's okay. He can just stand back up against the dwarf's not moving. But if he starts taking armor breaks, then the dwarf can start to advance. Ideally, what Cricket wants to do is if Pailux is gonna score, he wants him to have to burn his wizard to do it. There's a lot of skills up. I know. I'll try and keep them to a minimum. That always happens when you play Dwarves. That's because they start out with 3 skills each, so they pick up some stuff and you can't see anything. So if you're the Dwarf coach, I think maybe I try to push a little bit. Thing is, if he pushes forward, his cage is marked up back here by this guy, so he can't go very far without being exposed. Cricket's got him pretty well hemmed in. As long as Cricket's Saurus stay on their feet, he's got him pretty well hemmed in right now. Eventually, this Dwarf coach will have to make a break for it. Have to potato his ball carrier, and then Cricket's got these 2 guys that go get the ball. This guy to knock him down, and this guy to pick up the ball. So that means he's got to hit this guy and get the POW. I know Cricket's like, I'm not naming my CCL teams, and I wish he would, because these lizards, their names are impossible to say. They're just brutal. And he needs to knock down this guy to clear up his cage corner. Right now it's a 1 die. So bring him down for 2. Hit him with this Mighty Blow, which I tell him, as I keep saying, Cricket needs to top tick hits by these Mighty Blow pieces. No armor break that time, thank God. That guy can't go anywhere. So the Dwarf moved exactly 1 square to the left. That's the most excitement we've had this game so far. This is what you get when you play Dwarfs. They're boring, especially when you got guards stand firm. I think their offense is not dynamic. It's point and click, and hopefully you can remove pieces. He doesn't have a lot of mighty guard. It looks like a bad matchup for Cricket because of all the stand firm guard, but I think it's actually a worse matchup for the Dwarfs because he doesn't have the power to remove the AV9 pieces. He's only got 2 mighty blow. So, or he's got 3, excuse me. That's perfect. So it's going to be hard for him to advance against the AV9. Cricket's going to stand up and keep him in 1 spot. This guy's 100% going to get popped by this dude. He's probably not going to attack with Puff, but maybe he'll attack up here. I think sure he wants to attack with this guy. His Frenzy Mighty Blow piece. He needs to start getting hit to this guy for sure. Try and remove a Dwarf. So he's got free 2 dice here, free 2 dice here. This is 2 dice here plus his blitz. This is going to be the turn where Cricket needs to make some moves. Owned, he induced Barrack Fire Blast and then didn't use him on offense. I'm not familiar. I mean, I know the player and I've played against him before. I don't know why you would have him on defense and not on offense. So I mean, there's a strategy there that I just don't know. I would have thought he'd want him on there. So he took Barrack Fire Blast, he took a bribe, he took the wizard, and a babe. So like we said, this is the turn we need Cricket to start making some headway. There's 1 armor break, that's perfect. That means that the Dwarves cannot advance now because they have to protect this back corner of his cage. That was a disappointing. Was one of his supposed to attack, but he did get 1 armor break, so he's doing okay. He's got 2 dice here, and then his blitz. He didn't blitz with this guy. That's interesting. He's gonna blitz with him. Does the break tackle? Is he going for the cage ball right now? 2 die on the ball with a pow. Wow. Cricket with the fucking moves. Ball goes, bounces around. Bounces around. And that is not the best spot in the world. And I don't think he can get his AG4 skink on there. His AG3. No, he's way back here. So the question is, you take this guy out, dodge out, and try to pick up this ball. It looks like this is a 5+, 6+. Probably not. Probably tries to dodge him out and just put him around the ball. He's got to have a plan on. I mean, he's got to have a plan for this guy. And maybe there's another Dwarf coach on there or somebody more familiar with this star player. Barrack, like I said, I've seen him. I played against him plenty of times. I've never seen him used on defense only. I'm surprised he's not on the field right now. So maybe somebody else has an idea why he's got a star player on the side. I think Cricket's going to try and dodge this guy out and just put a tackles onto the ball. Oops. 2 GFI is pretty ballsy. This is the strength 3 skink. So it's another tackles onto the ball. This dwarf can't pick up the ball. He's going to have to try and pop it out somehow. I would hit this. He's going to try and hit this guy somehow and pop it on the ball and hope for a good scatter. Or he might blow the wizards right here. This is not a good spot for the dwarf. He lost his cage corner with this knockdown. He kind of left it unprotected. So excellent pressure by Cricket. And to be honest, Cricket's one of the best coaches I've ever played. He is well deserving of this spot in the playoffs. There's a bunch of good coaches in the Rebel, actually. And he's one of them. In REL, you have him and Lumi are pretty much the top of the food chain. There's a bunch of really other good coaches in the REL, but those are the two that stand out in my mind as the top of the food chain. And then, of course, the G-Man. You got Pete, you got Bleeding Hippie, you got Sage. And in the Big O, you got Sand Dune, you got Morka. Now even Papa Nass is coming up there, too. So, man, Rebel's a place to play right now. And Cageroos. G-Man's got Cageroos too, who's actually on top of G-Man Division 1, so I guess I should give him a shout out. Since he's actually winning one of the toughest divisions. Stand firm from the Crocs. Oh, double skull! That's a big break. He does get the POW for the mighty blow. Eats up the rerolls, only got 2 rerolls left. Barrick is a cheap fouler and body. Is he a dirty player? Pylon does nothing now. He's on the ground. Barrick's a cheap fouler. He's also got Knuckles Alter, so this guy is even cheaper. I don't know what. Actually, I'm gonna look it up. Somebody look up how much Barrick costs pre-Knuckles Alter. Maybe that's a tactic. When I play Dwarves, I almost always get the Bribe Stadium and get the Death Roller. But maybe this Knuckles Alter into Barrick is the way to go. I don't know. That makes sense. Taking another mighty. This guy around there? I can't fucking see. Knocking down Solrus, but he really needs to get that ball. He needs to push this guy onto the ball and hope it pops into a good spot. Because I don't see how he's going to clear these 2 skinks. But he is knocking down Solrus at will, so he's having a good turn right now. That KO is huge. That's going to make a 10k fouling body. Jesus. That's actually big. Anytime you lose a Solrus, it's huge for Lizards. This is going to make Cricket kind of maybe be more aggressive to try and get this ball and score on this turn before he loses any more Solrus. And that's that mighty blow hit that I told him. He's got 3 guys he needs to avoid. Just 3. And he's removing bodies. So now Cricket might be thinking I need to knock a body onto the ball, but who's he going to knock onto the ball? These guys both have Stand Firm, so they're not going anywhere. This guy doesn't. This guy does. This is just going to be a slobber knocker around the ball. Barrick Far Blast, according to Sam, is 60k before the altar, so it's only 10,000 piece. Damn, I guess Soul said that also. 10,000 for another fouling body. But he's got the bribe, and he hasn't fouled a single time. Like I said, he didn't make a plan to foul immediately. So this bribe is, every turn he doesn't do it, this bribe gets wasted a little bit. I mean, I imagine he wants to foul a skink and get a skink off the pitch, but he hasn't had an opportunity to. I don't see. So after you make, yeah. So I don't see how. I mean, I get the idea. Let's get a fouling body out there instead of a bribe, but I don't think fouling is Lord Pailux' way to go. Like, he knows he's going to be in a fight like this where fouling will pull people out of position. So I think that was a bad strategy on his part. I'd have gone something. I'd probably have gone Death Roller too, like Owen says. There's not going to be a lot of opportunities for him to foul in this match. So Cricket really has no way to get that ball out. If he goes on it, it's likely to just pop loose. He needs, if he could get this guy onto the ball somehow, like push him onto the ball, that's really the only way he could do it. He doesn't have any Juggernaut. If this guy had Juggernaut, that'd be the way to go, but he wouldn't grab. He and I talked about that third skill. I love grab. I think grab is awesome, and he's actually used it to great effect in this particular matchup. Just it's not doing him anything since these guys all have stand firm, but it's worked for him throughout the season. So. Knocking down this dwarf, the lodge tackle guy. That's an interesting target. He doesn't have tackle on the Sora, so he got lucky, got the POW. He only a POW gets him there. I wonder if he's just trying to get in front of the train and slow it down even further. Failed GFI. I imagine that'll be re-rolled. He doesn't want a Saurus on the ground. Oh, Snake Eyes. That's not good. It's not good, but he's not really in a bad spot other than this Saurus is now out of position. And that's not good. But I don't think the dwarf can go anywhere. I don't think Lord Pailux can move anywhere. He's got to pick up the ball first. So this is an unfortunate Snake Eyes, but I don't think that's going to hurt him. Also, he's not marked, so we can just get back up and move around. He was trying to put a body on here. On a bottle. Yeah, I like the Death Roller better in this situation. Again, that's a strategy pick. His ideally, I mean, clearly he wanted to foul. This is only a 10k piece and it's a body, plus an extra body and the bribe. Clearly he wanted to play a foul-heavy game, but just the nature of dwarfs versus lizards, there's not going to be a lot of opportunities for him to foul. He might have one right here. And I think he needs to start taking these fouls. He needs to. Otherwise, he's wasted a bunch of. Otherwise, he's wasted all of his inducements, other than the wizard. He's wasted the bribe, which is, 100k, 10k for this guy. What are Longbeards? 60k. So that's, half of his inducements plus his money is. Well, all of his inducements are tied up in a strategy he's not doing. It's core to the game's pass, and he hasn't fouled a single time. If Puff can stay on his feet and get a lick in, that's huge. He can get 3-4, like Soul's right. He can get a bunch of his skinks and get popped right here. That ain't gonna do it. Puff's gonna stand still. This skink can get popped. This skink is on the ground already, and this skink can get popped. So when Cricket needs some good armor. POW on the skink, on the strength 3 skink. That's not good, but not mighty blow. And he's going to go onto the ball and pop it out. It's an armor break, but just a stun. And the ball goes right to the dwarf runner, the dwarf Longbeard. Longbeard has already moved, has a ball. So that's actually, it's not good that he picked up the ball for Cricket. But if it's going to go someplace, Longbeard who can't move anymore is the place for it to go. And again, this dwarf, he's 3 yards behind his own line of scrimmage, and it's turn 5. So Cricket, if nothing else, is stalling them out. He's only lost one piece, and it's a KO. So he's got a chance to come back, and he really wants that piece to come back. But he's got an extra skink, so he's not. If the half ended right now, Cricket would field a full team. And if he was just trying to get bodies, like let's say maybe this idea was just making you get bodies just to have bodies for attrition. Cricket doesn't have much mighty blow. He's only got 2. He's got the Crocs and he's got this guy. So he's playing. Cricket plays as lizards as a control team, which is what they're designed for to do, and not a murder team. That's another skink going on. So all 3. He had 3 of his 4 skinks in contact. They all got knocked down, and 2 of them took armor breaks. But good news for Cricket is the one guy who's got the ball can't move. So that's a sigh of relief for Cricket. 2 or 3 breaks is painful, but no removals, so 0 removals. That pushes aren't going to work. But it is a frenzy player, so he gets to follow it up. Hit it again. Oh, he's going to move. And get the POW. Cricket gets the POW. Which is going to put pressure on this guy. This guy's going to hand the ball off to this dude. There is 0 doubt about that. He's going to hand right off to that runner, so he needs to get bodies on this runner. He could even blitz this guy off and then go stand next to the runner. Stand this guy up. Stand firm. Stand firm. This has got to be so annoying to play against if you're a Horney Cricket. I can't push anybody. This guy's got to stand firm too. Yeah, he needs to get bodies on the runner. And maybe this runner too. Pop that guy out, so now he's got a body on this runner. This guy will probably blitz this runner, I'd imagine. He could move in and get this guy. With his guard here and his guard here. So it's going to be negative dice if he does that. But he hasn't blitzed yet. This guy is not going to blitz because the guys he can blitz all have stand firm. So even if he blitzes and gets it, he's not going anywhere. So this has to be his blitz. He's just got to figure out where he wants to attack. Does he want to attack this runner and push him over here? Or does he want to come here for the negative dice on this guy? I think he's just trying to decide right now. 1 die here. Skull is no good. That's got to be re-rolled into a POW. Beneficial. That's a risk. Paid off. Now Cricket can blitz that guy. Blitz the ball carrier. For 1 die, gets the POW. Ball's going to come free. That was a hell of a play by Cricket. Risky, of course, and gets the armor break on the Mighty Blow piece. That is beautiful. Can he get his skink onto the ball? He can't. This guy can dodge out and pick up the ball. That's a free dodge. It's the 3+ dodge with reroll, so it's what, 89%? He's deciding whether he wants to attack with Puff or leave him there. This is a situation where you might not attack with him because you don't want to risk the bonehead. He goes for it anyway and gets the POW. Knocks down that nasty-ass Troll Slayer, which means he will hopefully not... The Dwarf coach has to use his blitz up here. There he goes, grab, doing a thing. He just chose not to stand firm. I think he wants Cricket to follow up, and he doesn't, and gets over. So 2 of the 3 Mighty Blow is stunned for this turn, which is huge for Cricket. That was a really great turn. I don't see how this Dwarf coach can score from here. He's just got to hope that Cricket doesn't score on his drive, and then use the Wizard on defense for the turnover. There's no way Pailux uses his Wizard on this drive now because he's unlikely to score. So he absolutely has to stop Cricket from scoring here, and he's not really in the best spot. Like I said, this guy's got an easy 3+ dodge with dodge skill to pick up, and then maybe he gets away and potatoes him down the field. 2 dies and a knock down one of the Saurus from here. The only Mighty Blow piece standing, but no armor break. I don't see any move other than this dodge here. He could blitz this guy off, I suppose. He had to blitz him from... No, that's not going to work for him. Even if he blitzes him, he's got really nowhere to push him. So he's going to have to make this dodge eventually. Only 1 reroll left for Cricket. And I imagine he needs to save that for picking up the ball. At a certain point, usually you save it for the 1-turner to counter, but I don't... He's going to make that decision on this turn right here. He's going to blitz off the ball so he doesn't have to make the dodge. So he still got to make the dodge here, because he didn't get the knockdown. So if he follows, he's got to make a dodge. If he stays, he's got to make a dodge. Do the dodge to pick up the ball. There's no way he doesn't try to pick up the ball here. There it is. And gets everything he needs. Where is Cricket's tackle piece? He's on the sideline. He's KO'd. I forgot about that right there. So he's going to have to potato this ball carrier. The question is potato him to the left or potato him to the right? Staying there is not an option because if he stays there, he is unable to score. Looks like he's going to go right. With the 2 GFIs, he's got 2 rerolls, so that's about as good as it can be. He needs to make headway. I mean, even there, can he get there? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. So from where he is right now, he needs to make 4 GFIs. If Cricket can push this guy back 1, then the goal is guaranteed not to be made. Tried to dodge out a Longbeard and got caught. Got caught. Cricket needs to figure out a way to push this guy back 1 square. He doesn't have to push him back this turn. He can do it next turn, but he's got to push him back 1 square. There's nobody else who will be able to score. Unfortunately, all this stand firm means he can't really get anybody free. He can get a 1 die from the Skinks, assist here and attack here. He's trying to free people up over here. Soul is demanding a Cricket score on this thing. I don't know how Cricket's going to get the ball out, Soul. And this guy's got blodge. Knocks down Adrian. That frees up the Crocs. You might see a Croc blitz coming up. It'll be a GFI, Croc blitz with a GFI. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 GFIs. Nope, he's going to put the Crocs in there and hold those dudes up so they can't support him. He did that so that this guy can't get any support. He's going to be potato the whole way. This is the only guy that can support him right now. Knocks down, so he can do the 2 GFIs from this source right there. If he does it, he needs to hit. He needs to push him this way. So he has to support. There he goes. 1 GFI. Makes it. Gets a push. Push is all he needs. I'm sure he wants to get the ball free, but the push is good. The Dwarf cannot score with this guy anymore. He's got to get somebody else downfield. And it looks like the only one to be able to do it is either him or him. I don't know if he'll be able to do it. He can get there. 2, 4. Yeah. So he could do it with 4 GFIs. He can do it with 4 GFIs. Well, he can't do it, can he? He can get to there with 2 GFIs. And then 2, 4. So yeah. So this guy and this guy are the only ones left that can score. This dude is got 2 swords around him. He can't get away with a dodge. You might even want to bring this guy around over here just to slow that down. And then this guy can get there. He's got to get up. They both got to do 4 GFIs. And I think Cricket sees that. He's going to try and stand in their guys' way. He's trying to free up his skink right now so Cricket doesn't have to make a dodge. This guy can actually score too from where he's at, but he's got to get him the ball somehow. He's got diving tackle on him, so this guy's, if he wants to score, he needs a blitz, he needs to knock him down, he needs to be a block or a pow, and then he needs a dodge away from these swords. It's a tall task. Tall task. Cricket's defense is looking really strong right here. He had a couple opportunities to score, and they didn't pan out. That's some unlucky bounces. But this guy and this guy. This guy's got dodge. He might be able to get a 75% chance for him to get away. And then 2 GFIs. And then he's got to get him the ball. Somehow. This guy's got dodge too. This isn't over yet, but it's a tough spot for the Dwarf coach. He's trying to figure out what he wants to do. This guy basically can't score now unless he does a dodge. An AG2 dodge, so 50% dodge into 2 GFIs. So this guy's mostly removed. This guy has to do a 75% dodge because he's got the dodge skill, plus 2 GFIs. And this guy needs to get away from this diving tackle skink. Those are his only scoring threats. Unless he, I mean, he could wizard. He could wizard like this guy. And then he somehow needs to get the ball to him. If he fails this 1 and 9, Cricket can score. Piles a diving tackle. That's brutal, but did not blitz with him. That's a KO. Cricket did not want to take on his diving tackle piece. But that means that scoring threat is removed. So that was one of the 3 scoring threats. Now he cannot score. He would needed 4 GFIs also. So now it's this guy and this guy. These are the only ones that Cricket needs to worry about now. The dwarf may be thinking, I'm just going to cause damage now. Maybe that was his move. I was actually sort of surprised that this wasn't the blitz. What else is he going to do, right? I mean, he can blitz the skink. If he doesn't knock him down on the first one, it's a GFI. So there he goes. Gets the POW. Cricket really needs this guy to stay on. really needs him to stay on. Oh, that's a big injury. The AG4 skink. That's a badly hurt, so he'll be back. I wonder if Cricket's going to think about Apo in that. He's thinking about it right now. He's like, do I need this piece for the rest of the game? I don't think he does, but he's going to use his apothecary. He's going to hang on to him. Gets the casualty. Or gets the substitution. Now this guy is in range, but he's got to do both GFIs right now. He's got to do one of his GFIs. He stays there. 2, 4, 5, 6. He can't score. He's got to do at least one of his GFIs right now to put this guy in a scoring position. There's one of them. 2, 4, 5. So he's got 2 GFIs left to do. I would do one right now while you have your reroll. Gets the dodge up there. Fails the GFI. What is going with this guy? Oh, he snags the GFI. Oh, that's a big spot for Cricket. Just got a skink right here. Can pick the ball up. Free this guy. This could be a huge break for Cricket. That fucking snake GFI. He needs to get this guy out the ball. This guy does not have stand firm. He can get hit from this guy right here. Push him that way with the GFI. If he can remove this piece with the Crocs, this guy can do it with no GFIs. But you have to tackle the Crocs to do it. Croc does have block, so only a double skull gets you. Boom. Push him there. And tackle this guy. Push him off. Pick it up with the skink. Take this skink over here. Protect him. And then you might see a wizard from Pailux. That was a huge, huge snake eye right there. Yeah, Soul's right. This is the only scoring threat. This is the guy you need to mark. I don't know who you'd use to mark with him, though. The only guy that can really mark him is this dude. The break tackle guy can get it. If he knocks him down, and he's got blodge, which is unlikely, he doesn't have anybody free to go mark him, really. This dude. He can mark him with that guy. And then he can't use him to protect the ball. So it's a cost-benefit analysis is what he's doing right now. Do I use this skink to mark this only scoring threat? Or do I save him to protect my ball carrier? And I think it really matters is what happened with this guy. Because he won't need protection of the ball carrier if this guy gets knocked down. Gets a POW on the blodger. So this guy's actually free now with the break tackle to go mark this dude. He's got break tackle, so it's only a 2+. Like I said, I think he wants to hit this guy with this guy. So he really is looking for even a Even a pusher wouldn't be so bad. Push is good. Gonna push him here. Let's push him there. So he's gonna use this guy to blitz the GFI then. To blitz this guy off the ball. I think he didn't want him to do a dodge here, is what I'm thinking. I'm surprised he did that too, but I think he didn't want to do this dodge, Soul. I think if it had been a knockdown, he would push him here. But since he wasn't a knockdown, I don't know what he's doing now. Because that's the guy that used to pick up the ball. Gets a knockdown, so he's going to use this skink over here to pick up the ball. Gets the mighty blow off. This is the guy that picks up the ball. Six plus is good. It's good. Now he needs to somehow. He's got a body on him. This guy. There you go. It's about as safe as you can make him. There's going to be some dodging shenanigans over here against prehensile tail. So this is usually a 3+. It's going to be a 4+ dodge. This is a blitzer, so he's AG3. He'll attack here. And then he might. I don't know if it'll attack this runner because it doesn't want to push him out to make him free him up. It'll probably attack this dude right here. Or just stay where he is. If I'm Cricket, I'm thinking maybe I don't throw any more blocks here. He's gonna knock down the guard piece. He didn't want to push that guy away. This guy, since he's got frenzy, he would have pushed him away and let him get an attack on the ball. One and 9 that block. Do we see the wizard here to stop the score? I think even if he wizards, Cricket still scores. So I don't think he can use the wizard here. Which means Cricket's going to score on his drive and go into halftime 1-0 with the lead and get the ball. Yeah, Dragonfire, I get it. Like you want to mark this guy if possible, but he's AG2, so you kind of got to take the risk. But he didn't really have anybody to mark the ball. He couldn't. His only free bodies to mark this particular guy were also the guys he needed to protect the ball with. So he had to make a cost benefit. He's like, well, do I mark this guy, which is hard for him to get the ball to anyway, and he's AG2, and he's got to do 2 GFIs, or do I use my guys to protect the ball? So I think he just decided, hey, I'm going to have to take a risk that that guy cannot get the ball with his AG2 and the 2 GFIs and the no rerolls. And he just made a, like I said, made a cost-benefit analysis and decided he needed his bodies to protect the ball if he got the ball, which is a little bit aggressive. I like it. I mean, it's he didn't have enough bodies to do both, so he picked one. He picked the one that lets him score. No, he could have. Yeah, he could have break tackled this guy too. That's what I was saying. He could have moved him back and put him down here. But I think what happens if he does that is gives this guy a better chance to get free. I think that's why he chose not to do it, because at the time this source was up here, and this guy would have gone free. Blodge does a thing. He gets a 1 die if he does it from here. It's a GFI. Well, it's going to be 2 GFIs. There's 1 GFI, there's 2 GFIs, just a push, there's no rerolls. So Cricket's going to want to push this guy off of the ball. He doesn't want, I think he's got 2 die already because this guy's strength 3. He doesn't want to do the 1 and 9 dodge if he doesn't have to. So this is an easy push off and then go score for Cricket. Unless the wizard comes out here to prevent the touchdown. He is just pushing around. He's getting stand firm. This fucking Cricket's like, I got stand firm too. I ain't going anywhere. All 5 of these dwarves try to hit, 4 of these dwarves try to hit this Crocs. And Puff's just like, move me. I dare you. Way to go, Puff. The hero. He could have used all these guys. He could have knocked down these guys and had a bunch of free dwarfs to help attack this ball. He pulls back his scoring threat because he knows he doesn't have the ball. He's going to come up here and support this guy and try to cause some damage. All right. Now Cricket's got to do 3+ dodge. 2 3+ dodges. Unless he can get this guy knocked down. And try and knock this dude down. Yeah, so this guy's free up to attack from here. I like this move. Well, he's not free. he needs Puff to move this guy, and this is a negative die. Stands this guy up, Puff will get 2 dice. I think Cricket's decided he's going to do the dodge here. That's why he's rolling dice anyway, because he's got free rerolls. Like these are rerolled anyway. Here comes a blitz. He's going to try and knock off one of these guys. Gets the pal on Olak. Now I'll give him 2 die on this guy. This is really well done. Boom, posh this guy off, and then he can walk in the end zone. That's work. That's all you need. I doubt he fucks around any more dice. I'm sure he's just going to go score. And there he goes. Cricket's going to go into the half with a 1-0 lead and the ball. And this, Lord Pailix's plan, his fouling plan, he got 2 fouling pieces and a bribe, didn't do a single foul in the first half. Not a single foul. And he had the ball. He got to dictate the bash. So poor strategy by Pailux, and it's costing him right now. All those inducements are wasted right this moment. Cricket got all his guys' KOs back. So he's going to have a full Squadosaurus and his badass skink. I will be following Cricket in his whole run through the playoffs, so if you guys want to see more of Horney Cricket's games in the playoff run, just subscribe to the channel. I also do a bunch of my own games, of course. I do REL recaps. I fill in for other recaps, clans, BC2. I even throw a Goblin game in there once in a while. Big matchups in the Rebel. If there's a big matchup, I'll usually cast that too if I can. I think Cricket he could score fast right now, and then cruise the rest of the game. If he scores fast, like say 2 or 3 turns, there's no way the Dwarf coach is scoring twice. Thanks, Soul. Soul's my #1 fan. Thank you to the faithful 49 subscribers. I need 1 more for 50, guys. 1 more for 50. For the half-century mark. Faithful 49. They're on point. Oh, we got one. We got one. Sam Waller, you're the man. You're the man. You're number 50. You win a prize. You win a free internet high five, man. Internet high five to Sam. Let's see if I can find you internet high five. I'm going to find you one. Where are my internet high fives at? Cricket is a control coach. He loves to control, so he's probably not going to score fast. I would. I would try to score fast. But different coaches. I know how Cricket plays, and he's going to control this whole thing out. Oh, I can't give you internet. I can't do internet high five in the chat, unfortunately. That's too bad. Quicks, you're 51. You're the faithful 51st. The faithful 51st, Quicks. Which I'm surprised at, since I picked you to lose your game, which you then went out and won. This, to me, looks like Pailux stepped away from the game. With AFK. Then you just let your clock run out like that. Like what else is he doing, right? And if I know Cricket, he is dialed in right now to this game. He's like, I don't care. I'm not getting up for fucking anything. So I imagine, like I said, I imagine I imagine Cricket's going to control, hold on to the ball. Like, he doesn't even need to score, really. He can let the Dwarf come in and attack him and then fucking run behind him. He's way faster than the Dwarfs. So he can just hold the ball back here as long as he wants. And as long as there's no threats come after him with the Wizard. And then as soon as the Dwarfs attack, he can move upfield. Yeah, I think Cricket lucked out. I think Pailux had a really poor strategy. I imagine he'll get fouled this turn. this half he'll get fouled for sure. I think even Pailux like, man, I've been wasting all this stuff, wasted. This bribe, wasted. And there is still the wizard in play, so it's not salted. It's not salted by any stretch of the imagination. He's gonna try and catch the ball on Lizoden, who's only 5 SVP away from block. I mean, that'd be if he caught that, that'd be a huge advantage. Strength 4 ball carry with break tackle. Actually, kind of surprising to use this dude. Who has block? Oh. So now he's got to use kick to pick up the ball. This is actually a good spot for Pailux. I don't believe has kick. No, he does not. So just a lucky kick for him. Cricket took a shot at getting him the ball. Didn't work, so now he's going to pick it up. He's going to probably pick it up with this skink right here because the ball is so close. He can't screw around with it dropping the pickup. Shows what I know. Shows what I know. Maybe this guy's going to get it. Stuns want to stand firm, guys. Yeah, I like that. I don't know who else he would have hit. Like, you want to hit one of these mighty blow pieces. You can see they're all protected. He could have hit this guy. Could hit this guy, but then you set yourself up for a surf because you can't move him because he's got to stand firm. So there was really nowhere else for Cricket to go. 3 die for Puff. Does absolutely nothing because of the blodge. Blodge does a thing. Pushes back Orin. Just kidding. Takes the block instead. And the loner. Loner goes down. From Itza. Itza of the Viper. And he'll stay where he's at. He'll try to limit his hits. So he's only going to get hit 3 times from the Dwarf at most. These guys and these guys, although they don't have good blocks right now. They're all -2 dice. He'll misjudge all of the plays during commentary. Fucking Soul and Dragonfire. If you guys play Madden, stop playing immediately because the developer's a dick. One of the software engineers, I know him personally. He's a dick. Funny though, he's funny. There's a reason why Cricket's in the playoffs and I am not. There's a reason why he's in the playoffs and I am not. So Cricket at most can take 3 hits. He'd have to do a full commitment. Pailux would have to do a full commitment to these 2 Dwarves to let them get their hits because they're outstrength and outguarded right now. So he might only get hit once. And it's going to be on a Saurus, fortunately. But from one of the mighty blow pieces, probably not over here. Probably going to be one of these guys coming through. He is going to commit to this punching. I don't know. I mean, if I'm Pailux and I just got licked in my last brawl with the lizards, I might come up with a different tactic. Maybe base and bash isn't working for you. I mean, I would definitely 100% try and set up this bribe. I would want to hit something and knock it down. Maybe this guy and pick him off. You don't generally want to attack away from the play, but you haven't used your bribe at all, or your star. These are all inducements, and he spent his real money on it. Like he had 240K in inducements and spent his own money. Knocks down the Cricket's big hitter. Does not hit him with mighty blow. Knocks him down though. He can move this guy over here for support and then foul. Maybe 2 GFI foul. I don't like Pailix's game plan here. And clearly, I mean, I'm on the side of Horney Cricket because he's my guy. But so I don't want to be too critical of Pailux, but I'm just not a fan of his overall strategy. Looks like he's going to commit to this line. He's putting all his dwarves on the line. And this is fine for Cricket because these guys, If Cricket can attract the entire dwarf squad, like 5-6 dwarfs with only 3 Saurus or 2 Saurus and a Crocs, then getting in the end zone is going to be easy. So right now I give Cricket a 2-die here. He's got a punches up here. He's got a 2-die here. So Pailux is he's sticking to the base and bash, which lost him the first half. But he's sticking with it. He's going to red die Saurus. So he put all those dwarfs in but didn't do it the right way. He still has to do red die. Doesn't skull. He's going to try it against the Crocs too, against Puff, or is he going to try it against this Stand Firm guy? It's a 1-die, knocks down the Viper, who does take an armor break. Takes an unlucky armor break there for Cricket. But these three Saurus have attracted a bunch of dwarfs. So Cricket's going to be able to make some moves on this play right here. Yeah, he's going to move his field to the left because these dwarfs are really slow. These guys are both move 5. These guys are both move 4. Cricket's all move 6, and this guy can get away too with just a 2+. So he's going to student body to the left and make an end around on this side. Also, Madden this year's got Brady on the cover, so they're going to have record low sales because no one likes Brady. They might sell 4 or 5. Well, they'll sell out in New England. They have to sell all of their copies in New England. Otherwise, nobody buys it this season. Poor marketing choice by EA. I imagine this guy he might not take this hit. He might just dodge him around and support everybody else. Leave this guy in the dust. He's only move 4. He can only get to like about here, and this guy can get all the way over here. Go through. He's gonna pop the blodger. He loves hitting this blodger. He does get the pow this time with the mighty blow, but it does nothing. And he's gonna cave in this corner and get the armor break. That's fortuitous. Fortuitous. So that means lucky. It's fortuitous for Horney Cricket. Good fortune, if you will. First bonehead of the game for Puff. Puff the Magic Dragon. Like again, you might not have even attacked with that guy right there. You haven't boneheaded yet, so you're way overdue. By this point, you should have done at least 1, probably 2. You average 2.5 boneheads a game. So between 2 and 3, and he hasn't boneheaded yet, so he was likely due for his bonehead. I know there's a law of independent probability, but I'm telling you, he was due. Cricket's got a good spot. He's got the majority of his Saurus to the left, the majority of the dwarfs are to the right. And he's still got to play around the wizard. But turn 10, the dwarf hasn't fouled a single time. Skulls! There goes one of the rerolls. Things are starting to come. Things are starting to, as Sol would say, things are coming up Millhouse. Coming up Millhouse for Cricket right now, as it eats another reroll up. The dwarf is in a really bad position here. He's got free 2-die here. Cricket's got 2-die here. 2-die here. Actually, I love this grab on this Croxagore. I don't know if he took the move bust before or after he chose grab, but I love this grab because that's some control more. When he's not boneheaded. When he's not boneheaded. So right now it's going to be 1, 2, 3 Dwarves out of, well, this guy's going to move over. So it's now 2 Dwarves out of position. He moved back over pretty effectively. He's going to take a licking on this turn right here. And he's got a safety back. This is a smart play. Although this is good and bad for him. It's good to have a safety for sure, but do you really want your best hitter way out of the play like that? This guy back here to give him something to think about, and then here comes the blitz for a 1 die on the big hitter, on the big thug for Horney Cricket. Push him back 1 spot. Stay where you are, I'm imagining. We could get 2 die this guy, put him back here because he's got grab, and then follow in, and then now you got your dragon in the middle of everybody. And away he goes. I would say Cricket has the advantage here. He gets to hit first. He's got more source over here. The stand firm is still going to be really annoying. This safety's going to have, one of these 2 safeties is going to have to go cover this guy. Otherwise, we can hand off to him next turn and go score, which takes a dwarf out of the play. Oh, and there's a reason you never see dwarfs in the finals of the playoffs. There's a reason. And if they don't get removals, it's hard for dwarfs to win. Like they are predicated on removing pieces because they're a bash team. That's how all bash teams are kind of designed. Dwarfs more than most, because if it's even numbers, then you are in trouble. And he can't really hit that. He's only got 3 mighty blow pieces. He went guard stand firm, so he's immobile. He's a control coach. He's not removing anybody, and it's hard for dwarfs, I believe, to stand up in a game like this. A control versus control. This is likely. It looked like a bad matchup for Cricket on the face of things, but I mean, really, it's a bad matchup for the dwarf coach. It's really hard to out-control lizards when you don't out-strength them. This guy's gonna take it on the chin from the mighty blow piece. We're hoping for removal here. He does have frenzy, so he'll get 2 shots at it. And nothing. Just nothing. But that guy isn't going anywhere right now. That's unfortunate. That's 4 dice. No knockdown on that guy. I imagine Cricket wants to get a body on him, because this guy's free and move 5 right now. And he's really the only guy that can put pressure on the ball. Cricket does have to be careful about bleeding back here too far. He does have the wizard against him. If he lets too many bodies down here, he'll eat a wizard, and then it'll be an easy turnover. There's 1 knockdown. These guys are suddenly not in a great spot. Puff does something. Gets a knockdown, moves forward. This guy, like I said, he suddenly didn't support him, so he's left up there by himself. I can't imagine he'll do a dodge. He'll probably sit there and let him take some punches. There is no dwarf mighty blow over there, so hopefully he survives. This is what Cricket's thinking. Like I said, he's going to have to use either his killer or his best runner to mark this guy. That'll do. No block on this cat. I can't even begin to pronounce. Ah, you're back. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. Dragonfire made a distasteful joke, and my stream didn't like it, so it dropped him. So it went on protest. Yeah, I didn't kill the stream. I saw it went down. Dwarves are starting to push. Like, Cricket needs to be careful right now. He is actually in a position where, oh, there's a red die. Hopefully, don't re-roll that. Looks like he's gonna take it. Takes the skull there, knocks down his mighty blow piece. But Cricket needs to be careful right now. He's letting the Dwarves push on him, encroach on his space a little bit. And if that continues, he's gonna eat a wizard. So he needs to fucking find a spot and move forward, I believe. And there goes the ball carrier moving up. It's like I can see the future, Soul. I can see the future. Tell me I'm calling bad plays. I imagine there'll be a blitz up here from this cat or this cat. I wonder if Cricket's gonna foul that guy. I think he's thinking about it. Set up the cage. He hasn't blitzed yet. He might be blitzing here and then move this guy over. Here's the blitz. That's what I thought. He's going to blitz this runner and knock him down. This is the biggest threat right now because this is the only guy that can really recover the ball. Gets the knockdown. Probably move that guy right into there. Doesn't move up. We move his cage up. This guy can't get through. He's stuck. Puff's going to knock this guy back this way. Put him behind the play. 2 dice. Knock this guy down. This is a good play. Good turn for Cricket right now as he's starting to salt this one away. That's neutral. Does he do this dodge before he does this attack? Yep. Probably runs him down here just for interference or over here. And then Puff. Puff is the last action. And Puff doesn't move this time. Cricket's like, I know I'm due for one more bonehead at least. Like, he's likely to hit 2 more boneheads in these last 2 turns. So he's just going to hold him here. That guy's being as effective as he can be right now. He also doesn't want him bonehead because if he boneheads, then this dodge piece loses this tail. So this guy could just get up and dodge away. If he keeps this guy where he doesn't attack, doesn't risk the bonehead, and lose his tackle zone. Oh, there's the wizard. Oh, we went 0 for 3. Gandalf is a lizard coach. Gandalf is rooting for the lizards. Oh, yeah, you guys are both rocking it. Motley is just tearing up Division 1, man. He's having a great season. I haven't really been following Division 3, so I can't speak to it, but I'm sure you're doing well. You're a really good coach. Really good coach playing a really boring team. Yeah, so I've mentioned that a number of times. So all of his inducements are right now, especially since the wizard whiffed, he hasn't fouled a single time. He got 2 pieces for fouling. Like, Cricket doesn't hit that hard, right? So, I mean, you get this guy for $10,000 to foul people. You got the bribe to foul people. He got an extra long beard so he could foul people. And he didn't foul anybody. It's turn 12, and he hasn't fouled a single person. He has made zero use of his inducements. Like I said, it was a poor strategy from the beginning. You're not going to get a lot of fouls off against lizards when you're dwarfs. There's a reason dwarfs aren't really a fouling team. Sorry about that. I'm back. When the wife calls, you have to answer it. That's just how the game. That's how life works. So this guy did GFI and failed. The wizard failed. Pailux is starting to feel frustrated right now. He's making desperation plays. Cricket is in a fucking beautiful spot. This guy can go up here, mark that dude. This guy can move up forward. Salt this one away. Cricket right now, I mean, of course he wants to score. He's probably figuring out who does he want to score on, and he's also thinking about, can I limit as many hits as possible at this point? Because I got round 2 coming up, likely against Orcs. Like, his likely opponent for the second round is going to be Ducky's Orcs, which is not really a great matchup for Lizards, especially if Ducky's got a lot of tackle. I haven't seen Ducky's team, so I don't know for a fact how his team looks, or if he's going to win. Like, it's not a foregone conclusion that he wins. But likely, he's going to be the big favorite, of course, because he's Ducky. So Cricket needs to keep his team in as good a shape as possible, because he's got another game just like this where he's going to have to bash a lot. Lizard is 1 letter away from Wizard. Coincidence? I don't think so. Wonder if we're going to see a... No, not really. Can we see a cage die? But that guy can't reach the cage. Can't reach the ball carrier. Puff can go ahead and take this punch, take this hit now. He's not in a, he's in a better spot. 2 die here. First, with the POW, knock down the mighty blow, which is good. And then I imagine Puff takes it. Well, he got POW, 2 die here too. Wonder if he wants to try and score on it. He might want to try to score on a Saurus right there. Yeah, I'll go ahead and re-roll that. Knock that down. I think he wants to score on this guy. And that's why he blitzed, so he can move him forward. Because at this point, I mean, it's a 5+ to pick up the ball, but the game's over. You might as well try and score on a Saurus. He's going to mark that guy instead. I don't know. I might try and score on that cat. And Puff fucking boneheads like I said he would. Like I said he would. I can see the future, Soul. I knew it. Could also score on this guy. I think he wants to score on a Saurus here. If he can get this, keep the Saurus free, like get him down into here, he's gonna try for it. Nostradamus. That's right. That's right. Statistics guaranteed the bonehead. If I was a betting man, I'd have bet Dragonfire's house that was going to be a bonehead. And I live in Vegas, so I just won a house. If you're Pailux, if you're Lord Pailux, what do you do from here? Start warming up for next season? Get the bus warmed up? Maybe he wants a touchdown on this guy. That guy's only a touchdown away from a level. We just got punched by Lokring. This will be the last game for Tampon people. I mean, he can save this team, I guess. The chat has descended into attacking your commentator, your poor innocent commentator who's trying to entertain you. Chat has decided that they are going to attack him. This is why you don't read chat during cast, guys. Tampon People's a terrible name. It's Pailux. Pailux had a terrible name and he deserves to lose. Lord Pailux is fine. His team name is terrible. I don't know why he chose a rook. Why did he how does this translate into this? I don't know. Oh, I mean, he's making a go. He hasn't given up yet. I imagine. Let's see. Well, if I'm Cricket, what do I do here? Do I move here, blitz this guy off, 2-die this guy, and then go score? It's not. It's a rook. It's a rook from chess. I mean, I'm not an expert on tampon quicks. Maybe you are, but I don't think that's what they look like. No, overtime goes to. Okay, so if it's a draw at the end of regulation, Sam, it goes into overtime. Overtime is sudden death. If it's still a draw at the end of overtime, it goes to penalty kicks, which is a random draw. You basically roll a dice and you go back and forth. It's like penalty kicks, except for your kicking field goals. And if you have any re-rolls saved up by penalty kicks, if you miss a penalty kick, then you can re-roll it. So re-rolls really pay off when it comes down to penalty kicks. It's very anticlimactic. Red die Pow's on way away from the play, but that's okay because you can just get right back and get on him again. Yeah, so there's 100% there's OT. But we are a long way from overtime. Cricket can score at any time. And there's another bonehead. God damn. That's 2 houses. 2 houses you guys owe me. And he's got no more boneheads the rest of the game. Mighty Blow finally does a thing. There's been 0 removals for Cricket, and he is winning this game handily. I mean, that's impressive. I'm not even going to dignify that with response saves. Cricket would like to get this guy free. He doesn't really have a way to do it. He wants to move this guy off. He could one-die him. He's got a reroll. That's what he's going to do. Oh, he skulls. That's not good. There's the push. And I imagine Cricket scores right now. There's no reason to stick around anymore. No GFIs. Just go ahead and get in the end zone. You can't really stall any longer. Cricket is going to win this game. It's just a matter of his 2-0 or 2-1. Congratulations to Horney Cricket. Scored on a guy he didn't really want to score on, but I mean, any score right now is good. So Pailux now has to score twice in 3 turns, and on his own offensive drive, he didn't even get to the line of scrimmage, so he's in trouble. Incoming right, the blitz, then all the GFIs. That shit happens, Sam. That shit happens. Since you just subscribed to the channel, Sam, you want to go back and you want to find Sand Dune versus Morka. You want to watch that game if you want to see blitzes and bullshit. It's called Sand Dune versus Morka Epic. Epic game. Kickoff. This is positive kickoff skill, which is up here. He's going to move forward 1. There's the blitz. Oh my God, Sam can see the future. Still no star player. The star player is still not on the field. He's still chilling over here, doing nothing. With this move 6, I'm going to foul you with my bribe, which I haven't even fouled a single time. I hate to laugh. Pailux got to the playoffs. I didn't. There's no doubt that he is a great coach. But this was a poor strategy. And I mean, I've done this. I have definitely induced a bribe and then not used it. It's not fouled. You have to have a plan to foul if you're going to use a bribe. You have to have some kind of plan. And it wasn't a good choice in this matchup. It's going to be a control base and bash game. There's not room to foul when all your guys are tied up base to base. Yeah, no, Sam's right. This guy has pass and he's got Hail Mary. Like, if you're going to use this guy to just use him instead of foul him, that was the time. Fucking get him back there, huck the ball deep, and hope for the best. Like, at least give a shot at this guy. This is poor inducement management. And to be honest, inducements are one of those things that seem like they're free stuff, right? But they can bite a lot of coaches. If you don't have a plan for them, they can bite a lot of coaches. And then, of course, Gandalf was rooting for the Wizards and did exactly nothing. So. He probably did forget that guy. I'm sure he's frustrated. I'm sure he's disappointed. He probably even forgot he had him. You see this? He bought this guy too. Like, he induced this guy too. He spent his entire regular bank. He spent all of his money. I got the bribe, the wizard, and then these two dudes. So I'm sure he forgot about him. I mean, at this point he has to push, right? He's got to throw caution to the wind and do that vaunted dwarf offense. Just one turn offense. He needs to score by turn 15. He needs a blitz. He needs to score on turn 16. That's all he needs. He actually, well, I mean, Sam, he could have gotten a chef, but he only had 240 inducements, so he had to spend 60 of his own, and he spent his own bank on this game because I think he thought it was a bad matchup. So he totally could have gotten a chef, and that's actually not a bad matchup, not a bad choice. Cricket, all these fucking skinks without block. Chef wouldn't have been bad if he just stole a bunch of Cricket's rerolls. He's gonna cage up hard. He's gonna cage up hard. This isn't gonna win him the game. I think he's giving up. Maybe he fouls right here out of it. It's about spite foul time, right? He's almost there. He'll hit this guy for one die again. Skull. He uses his last reroll. Dub skulls. Takes a mighty blow hit to the grill. And injured. Puff is. Puff is the hero. Oh my god. To be fair, Puff did do a lot this game. I mean, that's his first injury, and that's really like his first knockdown. But he ate up a lot of dwarfs all game long. And this spot over here, when he was right where this guy is, and 5 dwarfs around him, and he just stood still. I mean, Puff is the MVP. And then gets fed 1 Kaz for his troubles. Like, yep, you basically won the game. You held up a bunch of dwarfs like a magnet. Cricket's going to put this guy in a scoring position. He thinks he's going to get this ball out and go score on his fucking Saurus. And I don't put it past him. I don't put it past him right now. I hope he gets this fucking touchdown. I hope he crickets away at this ball out and he'll dissect it like he's a doctor. Dr. Cricket gets this ball out. I hope these guys score the touchdown. Oh no! That's his 4th. That's his 4th bonehead. Puff. The last quarter of the game has been tough for Puff, but he did get an injury. He just absorbed punches and he got injuries. That's amazing. Yeah, 4 boneheads, a Kaz, and immovable objects. Oh, Puff is my new favorite. He's my new favorite big guy. Move over, Hughes Jackman. All right, Puff needs to get a touchdown now. HE1 touchdown. All right, Pailux, you got 2 turns to score twice. What do you got? I mean, I'm not betting against Cricket scoring a touchdown against this fucking cross of this Saurus. He's going to get this ball out somehow without tackle, and he's going to get that. That ain't going to work. He's going to stand still. Oh, Cricket lets him push him. Cricket lets him push. And that's going to do no good either. I imagine Cricket let him push him again so he doesn't take a hit. Shows what I know. Now he's going to get hit by this guy. For 1 die, or if one of these guards move forward, it'll be 2 die. And now it's a 2 die. Cricket could have prevented this extra hit, that extra punch this guy took, if he just let him push him one more time. And this guy wouldn't have been in contact with anybody, and it would have had to have been a blitz. So he gave him an extra hit. That was a minor mistake at the end of the game. Cricket's probably taking victory laps right now. Keep it up, Soul. I won't cast any more games, and then you'll have to code Madden by yourself with no entertainment. Pailux is giving up. He's not making any effort to get downfield. So maybe Cricket does get this ball out. He's gonna move the ball carrier over here. Oh, there's the first foul. Turn 15, the first foul, and it does nothing. It's a 4. I'm just happy Pailux finally fouled. Hey, Daisy. One of my dogs woke up. She said, "Dad, I heard there's a dwarf up here screwing things up." Congratulations to Pailux, man. You had a great season. Making the playoffs is any race is difficult. Doing a whole season of CCL is Dwarves. More power to you, man. Someone's got to do it. Things didn't go your way this game. I think Cricket had a better plan. But congratulations to him, man. This is Cricket's last hurrah. Like I said, he get the power there. This is just farming some SPP. I know he wants to get this ball. Oh, he gets another injury on his thug. That is called an insult to injury right there. Every SPP you get there's only a couple games left, so any time you can get it's great. I know Cricket wants to get that ball out though. I know he does. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball, get it to this guy, and score one more touchdown. Gonna hit that nasty Troll Slayer. Oh, Puff. Puff was trying in the AV8. Got the Mighty Blow on the AV8, but no love there. If I am Cricket, I will fucking take these skinks and just run them back to make sure they don't get hit. Taking his free hits here, I like all that. Probably just go ahead and blitz to this guy, probably on him, and I would run these guys back. I wouldn't want these guys even anywhere near a dwarf who might hit them. Congratulations to Cricket, Horny Cricket. Oh man, why'd you do that dodge, brother? He's gonna try to get that ball out. Congratulations to Horny Cricket, and round 1 winner. He's on to the round of 8, I believe. And Skull there now has strength. Ah man, lucky. I don't know that I'd have done that. I think you're risking one of your best pieces on the last turn of the game. That guy's gonna get fouled now. He's 100% gonna get fouled. Anyway, congratulations, Horny Cricket. You're on to the round of 8. You guys watch here. If you subscribe to the channel, then you'll get an email anytime I go live or anytime a video gets posted, and it'll let you know. I don't know. We don't know whose opponent is yet. We don't know when that game is being played. I might, if I can find when that game is getting played, I might cast that game too, just so we can see who Cricket plays. But I doubt that I'll get that information. I can try. But if you subscribe to the channel, then you'll get notifications of when I go live. And I usually put the name of the game that's on in the email. It's on the stream, so subscribe to the channel. Watch Cricket go win Season 6. He only lost 1 game all season. Cricket had his lizards were just on fire. On fire. This game is all over but the crying. This guy, I told you, this skink's going to get fouled. He should not have brought the skink in. Cricket, when you're watching this replay, and I know you are because I know you as a coach, you're 100% going to watch this replay, you should not have moved this guy in here. This guy should be safe. He's going to get fouled. He's going to get this guy away somehow and foul him. I'm surprised he didn't foul him right there. I would have. I was going to use this guy. Yeah, this guy's going to foul you. So now it's puckering time. Oh, pylon! Just a stun, thankfully. Here comes a turn 16 spite foul. It's probably coming right now. There it is. Oh, the ref caught him! And the bribe failed. He didn't take the bribe. Oh, he did. He failed the bribe. Oh, his inducements. He went 0 for 3 on the Wizard. The bribe failed when he finally started fouling. And that skink escapes unharmed. Oh my goodness. MVP on the skink who scored a touchdown, so he's getting pretty close. 11 armor breaks, 11 armor breaks. That was even, one expulsion at the end there. Blocks were pretty close. There was more removals for the dwarfs than there were for the lizards. But Cricket, look at that, scored twice. Boom, boom. So he's gonna rock 15 versus 7. So congratulations, Horney Cricket, round 1 winner. Next thing is round 8, and then the world. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you to the faithful 51 now. Thank you to the faithful 51 for subscribing to the channel. Stay tuned. I don't know what my next game is, my personal next game. I don't know what Cricket's name is, but I will keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching. See ya.